maatkabba+vizir+999+999+099, Office of the Ontario Solicitor General Corporation, United States Social Security 503-635-096, and others. Affidavit of written initial Universal Commercial Code 1 financing statement, fixture filing, land and commercial lien. maatkabba+vizir+099+20250404, writ of the Moorish American Consular Court, Article 3, command to appear 20250404. maatkabba+vizir+099+20250404, writ of the Moorish American Consular Court, Article 3, command to arrest 099+20250404. White official original status, quo warranto Magunus Orient'us, placed upon the public record for the record and let the record show. International document, quo warranto Magunus Orient'us, ancient, original, and indigenous peoples documents for Al-Morocco, Moorish, Northwest Amexem, Morocco, North America, Northwest Africa, all adjoining islands, the North Gate, Temple of the Moon and the Sun, true and de jure natural peoples for the land, all declarations of truth. Peace and grand rising to the Moors. I'll rise and stand, and remain standing in perpetuity. This is an Article 3 court action. Moroccan Empire, United States for America, Moorish National Republic Federal Government, Society Republicas el Morocos, Moorish Divine and National Movement of the Earth, Northwest Amexem, Northwest Africa, North America, the North Gate, all adjoining islands, Temple of the Moon and the Sun, the true and de jure natural peoples, heirs to the land, Islam. Universal Sovereign, Original, Indigenous, Ancient, Natural, Divine, Empire State of Morocco, Universal Sovereign, Original, Indigenous, Ancient, Natural, Divine, command to appear at Article 3, Al-Moroccan Moorish American Consular Court. Office of the Ontario Solicitor General Corporation, United States Social Security 503-635-096, and others, 2025, April 4th. The fourth day, chronos, the fourth day of the month of April, in the year of our Lord's Grand Rising, 1446, 2025, April 4th, Gregorian calendar at 10 ante meridian. All rise and stand and remain standing in perpetuity. This is a sovereign, living, ancient, Moorish American, Al-Moroccan, Article 3, Consular Court action. I am the sovereign, living Chief Justice, Angel Theodosia Saunders, improper persona, insurgeris, improper solo, improper herdes, in captis diminuto nolo and in red ink. I and all Moors are the descendants of the ancient Moabites and ancient Canaanites and the great pharaohs of Kemet. Our full faith and trust, our credit, is in the people who are the sovereign, original, indigenous, natural, divine, living, ancient, de jure, Moorish National Republic Federal Government, Moorish American Consulate, and Moorish American Consular Court. Universal Sovereign, Original, Indigenous Consular Court, maatkabba+vizir+99+20250404, writ of acceptance of removal to the Moorish American Consular Court, maatkabba+vizir+999+20250321, writ of the Moorish American Consular Court, Article 3, allodial invoice, maatkabba+vizir+999+20250321, writ of Moorish American Consular Court, Article 3, remittance record, maatkabba+vizir+999+20250321, sovereign, original, indigenous cause of action, Universal Commercial Code 1 lien on the Ontario Solicitor General Corporation, United States Social Security 503-635-096, and others, maatkabba+vizir+999+999+099. Cause of action: unlawful occupation of sovereign, original, indigenous, ancient, ancestral burial lands. Isaiah 33:22. For the Lord is our judge, the Lord is our lawgiver, the Lord is our king, for it is she who will save us. Exodus 21:21. And if a man smite his servant or his maid with a rod, and his servant die under his hand, he shall be surely punished, notwithstanding. If he continueth a day or two, he shall not be punished, for he is his money. Matthew 16:18 and 19. Ego, and this is Latin, so I will let you translate this yourself. Islam. Date commanded to appear 1446, April 4th, which is 2025, April 4th, Gregorian calendar. Time commanded to appear 10 ante-meridian Eastern Time. Cause for action, unlawful occupation of sovereign, original, indigenous, ancient, ancestral burial lands. Court, Article 3, Al-Moroccan Moorish American Consular Court, at https://www.freeconferencecall.com/Light Bay Moorish Nation 1, Dialand 1+423 3436 6280, access code 368903. Debtors. Doing business as Chief Justice and Judge, Solicitor General, Attorney General, Governor General, Receiver General, Prime Minister, Secretary General, King, Ontario Solicitor General, Ontario United States Security Number, and all heirs, assigns, principals, agents, and derivatives thereof. Ontario Solicitor General Corporation, United States Social Security Number 503-635-096, with dashes, and all heirs, assigns, principals, agents, and derivatives thereof, care of 25 Grosvenor Street, Toronto, Ontario, M7A 1Y6. Each debtor shall appear on video. Sovereign living creditor, Empire State of Morocco versus debtors commanded to appear. Annangel Tadosha Saunders, doing business as Annangel Tadosha Saunders. Kersner Michael, doing business as Michael Kersner. Office of the Ontario Solicitor General Corporation, Office of the Fire Marshal Corporation, Office of the Inspector General of Policing Corporation, Office of the Ontario Criminal Intelligence Service Corporation, Office of the Chief Coroner, Ontario Forensic Pathology Service Corporation, Ontario Provincial Police Corporation, Toronto Police Service Corporation, Coroner's Tribunal, SOLGEN, SOLGEN, on United States Social Security 503-6350-096, and all heirs, assigns, principals, agents, and derivatives thereof. Lawful notification was given to the said United States Corporation Company persons by way of the public record. All of the commerce of the said United States Corporation Company persons has been terminated by way of Sovereign Universal Commercial Code 1 lien. We, the Justices of the Moorish American Consular Court, do hereby minister Universal Sovereign Consular Court actions in favor of all Moors where unlawful occupation of our sovereign, original, indigenous lands is proven, with nationality status being the proof necessary to activate our sovereign living courts to action. This cause of action is hereby placed on the public record, for the record, and let the record show that the United States Corporation Company persons are hereby called forth at this time, and you are commanded to state your name and your nationality for the Moorish American people who are the Moorish National Republic Federal Government. Once you have stated your name and your nationality for the record, you are then required to respond to 3 questions by this living court. Question 1. Do you understand that you are bonded to the United States of America Constitution? Question number 2. What is your name? Question number 3. What is your nationality? Your only response to these questions shall be yes if yes is true and no if no is true. You are commanded to say nothing further, and no questions will be answered by this sovereign court. At this time we call forth, and I will stroll to Scroll the screen to show the list of debtors. The names of the United States Corporation Company persons were called. Said United States Corporation Company persons failed to respond and failed to appear. Islam. Silence is acquiescence. Therefore, those who do not speak when commanded have consented to our universal sovereign jurisdiction authority by way of the sovereign ex parte action as the United States Corporation Company persons that fail to appear and or respond point for point. Sovereign ex parte actions by the Supreme Justice who are the living Moorish American Consular Court, and further affirmation that we know that we do not need the permission of anyone to lawfully govern our vast estates, and all United States Corporation Company persons are subject to this justice and all subsequent justice and commands by this court. This Moorish American Consular Court cause of action is justice made manifest to end all unlawful occupation of sovereign, original, indigenous, ancient, ancestral burial lands in accordance with the Universal Sovereign Original Indigenous Coinage Act 1792 affidavit. Our sovereign government rulings are the supreme law for the land, even in matters ex parte. We the people do hereby state that these United States Corporation Company persons whose names were called are guilty of unlawful occupation of our sovereign, original, indigenous, ancient, ancestral lands. All property on our lands is already in our sovereign possession of the heirs, and all United States Corporation Companies persons, fraud has been removed from our sovereign resources. The American Provost Marshal is hereby notified and commanded to arrest you and place you at Guantanamo Bay Prison, where your decapitation shall occur. All who chose to live and breathe on our land are subject to us and shall obey all sovereign commands by us, and no public office nor property shall be held by such consenting subjects. Government commands affirmed received by office of the Ontario Superior Court of Justice Corporation, United States Corporation Company Agent, by Gregory Morkowitz, and United States Post Office return receipt of 9590940287954005521022 and 95890710527020470436 and the Office of the Ontario Solicitor General Corporation, United States Corporation Company Agent, by Michael Kersner. United States Post Office return receipt of acceptance 9590940287984005521039 and 9589071052702047043559. And here's the list of the corporate debtors. All sovereign, original, indigenous, ancient, divine, Moorish, American autographs affirming this, and all sovereign, original, indigenous, ancient empire state of Morocco, and all de jure Moorish National Republic federal documents are executing on the public record at North America, ancient Morocco, Northwest Amexem, Northwest Africa, the North Gate, Temple of the Moon and the Sun and Earth. I, Annajel Mahatkabade, sovereign justice, stands squarely and is the supreme law for the land. Islam. Allah. Moroccan Empire, United States for America, Moorish National Republic Federal Government. Societas Republica el Moroccos, Moorish Divine and National Movement of the Earth. Northwest Amexem, Northwest Africa, North America, the North Gate and all adjoining islands. Temple of the Moon and the Sun. The True and Jure Natural Peoples, Air, Seal, Land, Islam. Universal, Sovereign, Original, Indigenous, Ancient, Natural, Divine, Empire State of Morocco. Affidavit of written initial Universal Commercial Code 1 Financing Statement. Fixture filing, Land and Commercial Lien, National Safe Harbor Program, Universal Commercial Code 9-251, whereby nationals who file written Universal Commercial Code liens can file Universal Commercial Code liens in any state. Office of the Ontario Solicitor General Corporation, United States Social Security 503-635-096 and others. 2025, March 21st. Writ of acceptance of removal to the Moorish American Consular Court, maatkabba+vizir+999+20250321. Writ of Moorish American Consular Court, Article 3, allodial invoice, maatkabba+vizir+999+20250321. Writ of the Moorish American Consular Court, Article 3, remittance record, maatkabba+vizir+999+20250321. Sovereign, Original, Indigenous Cause of Action, Universal Commercial Code Lien on Ontario Solicitor General Corporation, United States Social Security 503-635-096 and others, maatkabba+vizir+999+999+099. Allonge to United States of America Corporation Company Lien, MACN+MA+CAUSE+999+999+072. Chronos, 21st day of March, in the year 1446, 2025, March 21st, Gregorian calendar at 5 ante meridiaane, ante. All rise and stand. This is a sovereign, living, ancient, Moorish American, Al-Moroccan, Article 3, Consular Court Action. I am the sovereign, living justice, Angel Theodosius Saunders, in proper persona, in surgeris, in capitis cemento nolo, and in red ink, in proper heredies. I and all Moors are the descendants of the ancient Moabites and Canaanites and the great pharaohs of Kemet. Our full faith and trust, our allegiance and our credit and our energy are hereby vested in ourselves, for we are the people who are the original, indigenous, natural, divine, ancient Empire State of Morocco and the de jure Moorish National Republic Federal Government, Washington District for Columbia, the Universal Moorish American Consulate, and the Article 3 Moorish American Consular Court. We are the complete caput and corpus juris legalis, which is our statement that we are the lawful and legal natural head and body for our empire. I and all Moors are the rightful, lawful, title executors, ministers, heirs, trustees, claimants, beneficiaries, and possessors of the Universal Vast Estate Trust for our own vast estate. All exchanges in universal commerce shall be made in gold and silver. We hereby exercise all sovereign rights at this time and all points in time and pro tunc. Debtor 1. Angel Theodosius Saunders, doing business as Angel Theodosius Saunders, assigns principals, agents, and derivatives thereof, care of 31329 Louvain Avenue, Toronto, Ontario, M4M3M7, copies mailed to Bowser Muriel, Office of the Mayor, John A. Wilson Building, 1350 Pennsylvania Avenue, Northwest, number 203, Washington District for Columbia, 20004. Delivered by email and return receipt, United States Post Office. Copy Lee Glenn, Office of the Recorder, 1101 4th Street Southwest, number 270, Washington District of Columbia, 20004. Delivered by email and return receipt, returned receipt, United States Post Office. All debtors received original affidavits. All debtors received original affidavits. Sovereign, original, indigenous, natural, divine. De jure creditors is the people who are the original, indigenous, sovereign, natural, divine. Empire State of Morocco. Moorish National Republic Federal Government. Article 3, Moorish American Consular Court. Care of 29 Louvain Avenue, Unit 313, near Toronto, Ontario. Canaanland Territorie, Northwest Amexem, Morocco. Universal National Area Code 8CMPWQ89CG, latitude, longitude 43.662552 and -79.333922. Placed on the public record at Calameo, Google, and Telegram and all public places as necessary. And so, this initial universal commercial call filing pursuant to universal commercial call codes and Washington District of Columbia sovereign codes. So this is placed on the public record. I will simply scroll through the debtors on this lien. So, we'll read the collateral. It says, so 10A, enter sovereign Moorish American appellation, all sovereign original indigenous Moorish American autographs for this and all sovereign Empire State of Morocco and Moorish National Republic federal government documents are on the public record at America. The people who are the sovereign, universal, original, indigenous, natural, divine creditor, in capitis nolo, in proper persona, surgeris, in proper solo, in proper heredies, all rights exercised at all times. We have stated the posting location, and now the collateral, number 11. This financing statement covers the following collateral. All land at America is ancient, original, indigenous burial lands. An eminent domain is hereby invoked. Burial land is defined as the sovereign land of the Moorish American heirs, where the original indigenous ancients are placed under earth or water. This sovereign statement covers the following collateral. The collateral covered by this financial statement is the land and all structures, property, equipment, commerce, and the indebtedness of the debtor to the sovereign, universal, original, indigenous, secured creditor in the sum certain amount of 100 million in gold-backed lawful tender for each sovereign, original, indigenous, ancient, ancestral burial parcel the debtor occupies on the land to which Empire State of Morocco Moors, in proper persona surgeris, are the Moorish National Republic Federal Government, the Moorish American Consulate, and the Moorish Divine and National Movement of the Earth are heirs, pursuant to ancient sovereign supreme universal natural divine law, and the Peace and Friendship Affidavit 1786 and 1836, and the Constitution for the United States 1789 and 1791, non pro tunc. This true bill of universal commerce has been activated pursuant to the following universal commercial codes in alignment with the will of the sovereign universal original indigenous secured creditors. All indebtedness is for debts engaged into before the said Constitution and for unlawful occupying the land of all Moorish American nationals. The said treaty is the attached Library of Congress certified publication entitled The Public Statutes at Large of the United States of America, Volume 8, pages 100 through 105, certified February 26, 1990, signed and sealed by Library of Congress, Photo Duplication Service Acting Chief Shirley M. Berry on November 8, 2003. Indebtedness is additionally calculated pursuant to all writs and affidavits recorded by all Moorish American nationals. Proof of service of writs and the affidavits are on the public record. Creditors' notice to agents, principals, and or the liable parties is the chief executive enforcement. This is the Chief Executive Enforcement. The Chief Executive Officerment. This is the Chief Executive Officerment and evocation of eminent domain to possess land, property, and structures of all commercial transactions by debtor, principals, agents, and signs and heirs. Also in alignment with Universal Commercial Code 9-607, collection and enforcement by secured party, and Universal Commercial Code 9-203, attachment and enforceability of security interests. Universal Commercial Code 9-609, secured parties' right to take possession after default. All presumed contracts with the United States Corporation Company and all agents, principals, heirs, and assigns, and derivatives thereof are terminated effective December 26, 2023. The land that is North America, Northwest Amexem, Northwest Africa, and the North Gate is now declared and proclaimed to be New Jerusalem and is Zion. All U.S. banners of anonymity and commerce are outlawed, and no flags, banners, or signs of allegiance shall fly or be displayed on Moorish American land. Only the Moorish American flag, red field with green star pointed, red field with green 5-pointed star shall fly or be publicly displayed. The Moorish American flag will fly in all places currently occupied by the U.S. banner of amenity and commerce, and the U.S. banner of amenity and commerce shall be permanently removed immediately. All citizens are subject to the all Moorish American nationals at all times. No person shall obstruct, hinder, encumber, speak against, or resist the mandates of this affidavit. All immigrants, aliens, and citizens shall affirm sincere allegiance to the Moorish American flag and the Moorish National Republic federal government. All non-combatant, non-hostile, peace-loving foreigners that affirm allegiance to the Moorish National Republic federal government and the Moorish American flag will be granted Moorish subject status and are mandated to obey the supreme laws of the land, who are the Moorish National Republic federal government at all times. Remain in honor and governing accordingly. All goods and services that are provided to the Moorish National Republic federal government are prepaid. The Moorish National Republic federal government is the superior jurisdiction at all points in time and in all affairs. Only gold and silver shall be used in payment of debts at all points in time. Fiat, private commercial paper, and all Federal Reserve debt notes are outlawed and abolished into perpetuity. The Moorish American gold standard has been activated. The gold-backed Moorish dirham is the world's reserve currency and petrodollar. That being stated, this instrument is a natural creation. It is owned by Angel Mahakabade at Canaanland, Kahir Republic Territory, Maghrib al-Aska, North America, Northwest Africa, North Gate, Earth. This is conveyed into the Sunflower Trust, the Express Trust, under the record number of MACN plus MA plus 999 plus 999 plus 028. The Alchemy Express Trust under record number of MACN plus SA plus 999 plus 999 plus 028, and the Mahogany Express Trust under record number of MACN plus SA SH plus 999 plus 999 plus 028, Moorish National Republic Federal Government Trust at MACN plus R 999999999, and the Moorish Divine National Movement of the World Trust under record number MACW plus R 333333333. Chronos year 1446, month March, day 21st. March 21st, 2025, Gregorian calendar. All sovereign, original, ancient, divine, Moorish, American autographs affirming this, and all sovereign, original, indigenous, ancient empire state of Morocco, and all de jure Moorish National Republic federal government documents are self-executing. And the public record at North America, ancient Morocco, Northwest Amexem, Northwest Africa, the North Gate, Temple of the Moon and the Sun, Earth, I, Angel maatkabba+vizir+999+999+099, Sovereign Chief Justice, stands squarely, and is a lawful land. Islam. Peace and Grand Rising. Moroccan Empire, United States for America, Moorish National Republic Federal Government, Societas Republica el Morocos, Moorish Divine and National Movement of the Earth, Northwest Amexem, Northwest Africa, North America, the North Gate, and all adjoining islands, Temple of the Moon and the Sun, the true and de jure natural peoples, Seal Land, Islam. I, self-law, am master. Universal sovereign, original, indigenous, ancient, natural, divine, Empire State of Morocco, affidavit of written initial Universal Commercial Code 1 financing statement, fixture filing, land and commercial lien, National Safe Harbor Program Universal Commercial Code 9-521, whereby nationals who file written Universal Commercial Code liens can find Universal Commercial Code liens in any state. Universal, Sovereign, Original, Indigenous, Ancient, Natural, Divine, Article 3, Moroccan, Moorish American, Consular Court, Arrest Command, Office of the Ontario Solicitor General Corporation, United States, Social Security 503-635-096, and all others. 2025, April 4th, Writ of Acceptance of Removal to the Moorish American Consular Court, maatkabba+vizir+999+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+099+ maatkabba+vizir+999+20250321. Writ of the Moorish American Consular Court, Article 3, Remittance Record, maatkabba+vizir+999+20250321. Sovereign Original Indigenous Cause of Action, Universal Commercial Code Lien, on Ontario Solicitor General Corporation, United States Social Security 503-635-096, and others. maatkabba+vizir+999+999+099. Chronos, 4th day of the month of April, in the year of the Lord's Grand Rising, 1446, 2025, April 4th, Gregorian calendar, at 10 ante meridiaane. All rise and stand and remain standing in perpetuity. This is a sovereign, living, ancient, Moorish American, Moroccan, Article 3, Consular Court action. I am the sovereign, living justice, Annciente Saunders, in Capus Timento Nolo, in red ink, in proper persona, surgeris, in proper sola, in proper herides. I and all Moors are the ascendants of the ancient Moabites and Canaanites and the great pharaohs of Kemet. Our full faith and trust and credit is in the people, who are the sovereign, original, indigenous, natural, divine, living, ancient, de jure, Moorish National Republic Federal Government, Moorish American Consulate, and Moorish American Consular Court. Cause of action, maatkabba+vizir+999+20250404, arrest command. Unlawful occupation of sovereign, original, indigenous, ancient, ancestral burial land. Isaiah 33:22. For the Lord is our judge, the Lord is our lawgiver, the Lord is our king. It is she who will save us. Exodus 21:21. And if a man smite his servant or his maid with a rod, and the servant die under his hand, he shall be surely punished, notwithstanding. If he continue a day or two, he will not be punished, for he is his money. Matthew 16:18 and 19, which is in Latin. Date commanded to appear, 1446, April 04, 2025, April 4th, Gregorian calendar, failed to appear. Article 3, Moorish American Consular Court, https www.freeconferencecall.com/lightbaymoorishnation1, dial in 1+425-436-6380, access code 368903, sovereign living creditor, Empire State of Morocco, versus the following debtors fail to appear. And I will stroll through the debtors at this time. They're appearing on the screen here. Notice the agent is notice the principal. Notice the principal is notice the agent. Whereas the universal, original, indigenous, ancient, living Empire State of Morocco did hereby command the following debtors to appear at the Al-Moroccan Moorish American Article 3 Consular Court to state their name and nationality for the record to the universal, sovereign, original, indigenous, natural, divine people who are the Moorish National Republic Federal Government. Said debtors failed to appear, and are hereby arrested and sentenced to decapitation at Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, prison into perpetuity. Each debtor failed to appear as commanded by the people who are the sovereign, original, indigenous, living, ancient Empire State of Morocco. This universal, ancient, original, indigenous, living Article 3 court is a sovereign jurisdiction for all matters on the land. All of your commerce and that of all agents, principals, heirs, and assigns is hereby terminated by way of Sovereign Universal Commercial Code 1 lien. Ontario Solicitor General Corporation, United States Social Security 503-635-096 and others, maatkabba+vizir+999+999+099 dated 2025, March 21st. Government commands affirmed received by Office of the Ontario Superior Court of Justice Corporation, United States Corporation Company Agent by Jeffrey Morowitz, United States Post Office Return Receipt of Tracking Receipt of Acceptance 9590940287954005521022 and 9589071052702047343634 and Office of the Ontario Solicitor General Corporation, United States Corporation Company Agent by Michael Kersner, United States Post Office Return Receipt Tracking Number of Acceptance 9590940287954005521039 and 9589071052702047043559. The American Provost Marshal has been notified as you, plural, are guilty of unlawful occupation of our sovereign, original, indigenous lands. Failure to appear is just cause for this sovereign command for your immediate arrest and placement in prison at Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, into perpetuity. Notice to agent is notice to principal. Notice to principal is notice to agent. All foreign United States Corporation Companies, United States Corporation Company corporations are unlawfully at ancient Morocco, non-pro-tonque. All sovereign, original, indigenous, ancient, divine, Moorish American autographs affirming this in all sovereign, original, indigenous, ancient, Empire State of Morocco, and all de jure Moorish National Republic federal government documents are self-executing on the public record at North America, ancient Morocco, Northwest Amexem, Northwest Africa, the North Gate, Temple of the Moon and the Sun, Earth. I, Annajal Mahatkabba, sovereign justice, stand squarely, and a supreme law for land. Allah. Filed 2025, March 21st, at meridian 5 a.m. Canaanland, Kahiri Supreme Court, Canaanland Territorie, Court Clerk Office. Chronos, in the year of the Lord's Grand Rising, 1446, in the month of March, on the 21st day, 2025, March 21st, Gregorian calendar, at 5 ante meridiaane ante. Place on the public record, for the record and let the record show. Notice to the agent is notice to the principal. Notice to the principal is notice to the agent. International document. This Chief Justice stands as supreme law for the land. I, self-law, am master.